Hello, everyone. Greetings, brave warriors, and welcome all to yet another Imperia Online World Cup podcast. I am Mitko.
And I'm Vicky.
We are broadcasting live on YouTube from Imperia Online Headquarters, and we are now in day 9 of the World Cup qualifiers.
Today's show will be full of surprises and fun stuff, so hopefully you're sitting comfortably in your chairs and couches right now because, yeah, some very interesting things are coming.
Yeah. Uh, okay, Victoria, what happened to with the Kroom's attack?
So, the attack that we experienced last night at 2 a.m. in the morning server time, well, of course, 2 a.m. means in the morning or during the night, but people know that.
When
So,
the evil creatures are coming out.
yeah, Kroom tried to be an evil creature and did kind of well in his own way, but we have kind of better results compared to yesterday's pillage. Yesterday, I'm not sure if you watched or if you know, but yesterday there were some very, very crucial numbers, and we had only 2,500, 2,600 actually, I think, Imperial defenders that succeeded with defending their province. So today we've got more than 4,100 wins for the Imperial defenders.
Progress.
Yeah, it's a progress. It's an upgrade and
Improvement.
improvement. Yeah, it's an improvement compared to yesterday. But the nomad armies have almost 18,700 wins. So it's a little better compared to yesterday, but still a long way to go if we want to claim the optimistic numbers from the first few days, which were of course kind of uh, let's say testing grounds anyway. So about the countries, today we have actually prepared a little different statistics because what we are all thinking about is that we have been talking about in the last few days about which countries have the most wins in terms of numbers, but this isn't exactly the thing to look at. So Mitko, just while I prepare the new statistics, just give me your insight on what Kroom's attack, your comment on what Kroom's attack looks like or brought to us.
Well, Vicky, first of all, I must tell you that I owe you one giant chocolate bar, after all.
Oh, because of yesterday's.
Yeah, not two, but one.
Okay, it will do.
Because I think I lost half of the bet. Yesterday we had only 2,500 Imperial wins. Let's write them down. Two thousand 2,500 Imperial wins, and I speculated that a large percentage of these losses were in fact real, meaning people were defeated and pillaged for real, but just let the pillaging nomad army go unpunished. Today we have a little more than 4,000. Imperial wins.
Yep.
Let's give them a credit, after all.
And let's give me some chocolate.
Of course, right after the show.
Okay.
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 So the players found Kroom's invading army juicy enough to be slaughtered for that big fat war income. Also, there is the mandatory condition that you must defend against a sieging nomad army, because otherwise you will lose one level of all the buildings, you will lose population, you will lose resources, you may lose your life after your friends realize what you've done.
Yeah.
And considering the qualifiers are going into
It's
the
a tough
middle,
battle.
yeah, into the middle game phase, a loss could cost you, could cost you your top 30 rankings. It's that serious. Um, so you weigh your options, you calculate how much army would you need for a field battle. If you don't have a fortress 6,
Yeah, something we talked about yesterday
yes,
when I thought you were going to draw a fortress.
no, and I'm not going to now either. Sorry.
Okay.
If you don't have a Fortress 6 in your third annexed province, you get a field army and you hope you will not lose too much soldiers and network points. Let's see a battle report from one of our deeply undisclosed and secret accounts in the qualifiers. As you can see here, this is an account which doesn't have a Fortress 6 in its third annexed province. The Nomad army, which is invaded, this is the Nomad army, which has invaded, is about 50% more powerful than the base one due to the player's higher current ranking. So the player has hired 2,500 cavalry. This is the 2,500 cavalry, which has annihilated most of the Nomad army and effectively denied the enemy sieging machines to even begin to assault the fortress wall. With only 600 horsemen lost, the war income which the player will receive will more than compensate the efforts and the lost units. This is a classic example of a well-developed economy which can enable the player to effectively hire an army on demand so he can achieve all of his objectives completely and receive the maximum amount of reward even without having the required fortress level 6 with a full garrison. The 681 network points is a negligible loss which will not affect the player's current ranking at all. This is what I call a good day for the Imperial troops, Vicky. And let me show you the next one, the next battle report, which belongs to Limbizetu. This is a Bulgarian player, currently ranked in top 30 in the Bulgarian national team. Sorry. And Limbizetu, oh, sorry, just accidentally pressed. Okay, and Limbizetu has a Fortress 6 in his third annexed province, as you can see. This is what I call an excellent day for the Imperial troops. As you can see, the Fort 6 with full garrison of archers guarantees you much less network points loss. Let's see the network points. Here they are 400 compared to the 600 network points of the player without the level 6 fortress. But your that this is as much clear victory as you can get. So there you go. The good players use the field army and had their economies well developed enough in order to not have any kind of problems with the Krum's sieging attack, but it's still mandatory to meet this attack and to defeat it at all costs.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk about is we have In the previous days, we only talked about how many wins each country has. But this, of course, isn't fair because, of course, Brazil is at the top both when talking about wins and losses because they simply have the most players. The truth is we have to look at the ratio between number of players and number of wins. This means that while some countries might not have as many players, they might have a lot of wins compared to the number of players they have in the qualifiers. So here we have the so-called big statistic and
Yeah.
the smaller one. The
Yeah.
smaller one meaning that it considers teams, countries actually, they are still not teams, countries with 100 or more players in the qualifiers. So the statistics look very different when talking about ratios. It looks like in the first place of all countries is
Yeah.
Russia with
Oh.
almost 31% wins in
I told you,
today's Fortress
the
Siege.
Russians are good.
Yep. Yes,
They
they are.
will only get better.
The second spot is for Italy, with again a huge percentage compared to the others, 24.5% wins. And the third spot is for Greece, with 23% wins. So this is the top three, and I'm going to go on just a little bit to. I'm going to go to the top 10 and then I'm going to go to the big statistic, which is for nations that have 500 or more players in them, in the qualifiers. So the fourth spot is for Croatia with 23% wins, and the fifth spot is for Uruguay. Oh my god, this is going to be hilarious. Uruguay?
Yeah.
Uruguay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uruguay.
Can I say it in Bulgarian? Uruguay? Okay,
No,
let's go.
you cannot.
I already did. So again, 23% wins, and Bulgaria is in the sixth spot with yet another 23% wins. Then we have Germany with 22, again with 22% wins. We've got Spain, then Serbia with 21.6, and at the 10th spot we've got Poland with 21% and a half. And when talking about the big players, meaning the big nations with more than 500 players in the qualifiers, we still have Russia in the top spot. With 31% wins. The second place goes to Italy with 24.5%. And the third spot, however, is given to Croatia with 23%.
Yeah.
Bulgaria comes at the fourth spot.
Yeah.
We are much higher here with two places up
Yeah.
because we've got a lot of players in contrast with some of the countries that have less than 500 players in the qualifiers. So Bulgaria with 23% is at the fourth spot, and the fifth spot I'm going to end here because we already talked about most of those countries. The fifth spot is for Spain. So this is pretty much how the ranking looks a bit. Yeah, it looks a bit different when we are talking about percentages and ratios and not
Yeah.
about clear numbers.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So now that we've been through this, I think it's time for our first surprise for the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have a Skype connection. Please excuse us if we have some technical difficulties because this is the first one, as you probably know. We're going to talk to one of our awesome players and one of our most passionate viewers. His name is Neosa Petkovich. His passion is Imperia Online, and he agreed to talk to us live on Skype from his hometown Niš in Serbia about everything that happens in the World Cup qualifiers, about the Serbian national team, and about the future of Imperia Online's most elite tournament.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Nebojša. How are you?
Hello, Imperia. I'm very well. How are you?
We are glad we can hear you loud and clear. Everything is all right. How is the weather in Serbia?
Now it's cloudy, not sunny.
Is it raining? Be-
A little.
because it's raining here
Soft.
a big time. Nebojša, let me first ask you something. Who is the guy on the picture?
This is Dragorad,
Yeah,
from one TV show,
yeah.
and I love this guy. He's very funny.
Yeah, he looks funny. He even he looks hilarious.
Very
By the
and
way,
very happy.
yeah, yeah, a happy guy. Okay, what can you tell us about you, Nebojša?
Well, I'm coming from Serbia,
Yeah,
as you know. Niš is Niš city.
yeah,
Uh, I'm 38 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a family. I have a wife. I have one child, son, 5 years old.
Does he play Imperia online?
And I'm playing Imperia Online about 6 years.
Oh,
And
nice.
it is as long.
Yeah, yeah. And does your son play Imperia online?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
He's very
watching.
he's very
He's
little.
watching, and he's just watching me, and you can see picture from last day.
Yeah, yeah. That was your kid, right?
Yes.
Very cute kid indeed.
I have signal. I cannot hear you now. Itko?
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay now.
Okay. Um, uh, do you want to talk about the World Cup now?
Yes.
Uh, okay, Nebojša, tell me, are the upcoming Nomad waves going to get harder for the Imperial defenders to handle, or are the players getting the hang of the surviving the surviving players getting the hang of uh, the defenses from what you have seen so far?
Well, it was always so. Each next nomad wave is getting stronger, and it's normal. And after each wave, there are less and less players, but only the best, the most persistent, and the most courageous and skilled knights
Yeah.
are getting the hang of surviving, and they will be the representatives of the nation.
Okay, then let me ask you: are the Serbians between these brave knights? How are they doing in the qualifiers so far?
In qualifications,
Yeah.
well, these qualifications for forming national teams are just only qualifications.
Yeah.
We can compare Serbian guys with each other,
Yeah.
and with players from other countries.
Yeah.
In the first case, we can see that Killer Ubica is separated from other players in
Yeah.
Serbia with his net worth points, and probably he will be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
But the other side, and the real answer to your question
Yeah.
is when we compare Serbians with players from other countries like Bulgaria, Romania, Italy, Russia, or Brazil. They are national teams with big players, I know them, with full entertainment experience. They have more net worth points than our guys, but it means nothing. As I said,
Yeah.
this is only qualifications.
Actually, I thought so too. It's not mandatory for you to have the most network points in order to be in the top 30. It's probably only for bragging rights and for hey, look at me, I have the most network points in the entire qualifiers.
that means nothing.
Yeah.
Really.
I completely agree.
Yes. Next question.
Yeah. What are your expectations for the Serbian national team this year? Will they do better than the last year? Because my personal bets are that the Serbians will get a medal this year.
Uh, we'll see. Now this year, World Cup will play in version 6
Yeah.
in Korea. This version is new for everyone, and of course for us, for Serbia. But I believe in our guys. I believe in their knowledge, skills, and other. And I hope that they will do the best.
Yeah.
I think that this year they will be a surprise for others. So message for other nation: be prepared.
Oh yeah, nice message. Yeah, I can agree with this because if they make their economic development the way they fight, the way they fought last year, I think the
Last year,
Serbians,
yes.
yeah, they were the best military alliance of all last year.
I think
The
we
best
had
war.
best military
Yes,
points. And I
yes,
think,
yes, yes.
we have
Beach Boji took the.
great
Yeah.
wars.
He had the most military points.
Chile has, maybe Chile had most more than us
Yeah.
in a number of wars.
The number of force, yes, but the most military points.
Serbia was the first place.
Yes, yes, in military points, no doubt,
Yes.
no doubt. And
Yes.
so if they can develop their economies the way they fight, I think the Serbians this year won't have any problems to
I
become
hope so.
champions. Yeah.
Maybe,
Okay. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. So, what are the Serbians' strong or weak sides?
Strong and weak sides. Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Serbians' weaknesses. I don't want to reveal to the others.
Yeah. Good point.
It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
But only I could talk about stronger and positive side,
Yeah.
such as honor, the courage, very good skills in strategy,
Yeah.
years of experience, and other things. Players from
yeah.
other countries know Serbian guys, Serbian players from many realms as a good warriors,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, of course, no doubt, no doubt. Let me ask you this: do you think the honor is important in the World Cup? Is it important to have honor?
I think the honor is very important for ourselves.
Yeah.
And maybe that thing means to the other to see us like a man, like a people.
And respect you probably.
And that's it
Yeah.
for this question.
Honor and respect, pretty
Yes.
important in the World Cup and in the real life as well.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, of
Nebojša,
course.
so objectively, which country would you bet on to become this year's Imperia Online? Or if I can rephrase, do you have any other favorites, or do you think there are other teams that can potentially win the World Cup?
Serbia on first place, but
Of course.
it is it is so hard to say. Well, as I said earlier, this is version 6.
Yeah.
Version 6 is new for everyone with brand new possibilities.
Yeah.
And now we will see who manage better in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
If we see the rank top 10 list from last year, then we can say that there are all potential champions.
Yeah.
Maybe some surprises
Yeah.
like Serbia, Greece, Romania, Russia.
Of course. Russia,
Uh,
yeah. Russia is potentially a very, very strong team, by the way.
yes,
They
I'm
can
following. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
they can surprise somebody.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. They have very strong and famous players. I know them.
That's good to know. Okay, Nebosha, anything else you would like to tell us? Something we didn't ask you?
I can tell only
Yeah.
Serbia.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Nebojša, for this
Thank you
this
for calling.
conversation. We
Thank you.
will be in touch and we will speak again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, okay. See ya.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, you have it,
Yes, I have it.
folks,
I
and you as well.
and yeah, me
Vicky.
mainly. So while you were talking to Nebojša, I went to our chat in the live stream,
Yeah.
and since I'm going to answer a question or two, if there are any, we already have one. It is, let me just check. It's what is the busiest country in terms of people trying to qualify, and I think it's a pretty easy thing to answer, keeping in mind that we've got three. Let me just check. Yeah, 3 Brazilian players in the top 5
Yeah.
worldwide. So the Brazilian players, of course, they are outnumbering each other nation, but they are also very, very competitive. We've got, let me just check how many, I think a lot of people with over 100,000, yeah, over 100,000 net worth points. We've got 9 players with over 100,000 net worth points, which is a lot. And the top player, Arthur 1, has 380,000 net worth points.
Yes.
So the busiest nation definitely is Brazil. This doesn't mean, of course, that other countries are not going to advance and don't have the chance to win in the long run, but yeah, it pretty much means that this answers the question about which country is the busiest.
It also means that this is the hardest nation to be to qualify as a national from.
Well, of course, yeah.
If you have to compete with
With
4,000
Other players, of course.
if at least half of them are good, let's be optimistic, or 2/3 of them are good, you will probably have a hard time qualify. But it also means that you will compete with better players. You will have to make more efforts to compete, and you will probably be better player than the other nations.
Yes, of course. So this was the question that Flavio asked in the chat. Hopefully this answers it. And from now on, I'm going to try to interact with our viewers each time. So if you have any questions that hopefully we can answer, just ask
Hopefully, no, we can answer them all.
the next day when we have done
Be
our
sure-
research
Yeah.
and homework.
You shouldn't have said that.
Awful.
It was a secret.
If I'm not here tomorrow, call the police because Mitko is angry at me now.
I'm going to kill you.
So yeah, if anyone has any questions, ask them in the chat or even in the comments in YouTube after we upload the video from the live stream, and we are going to try to answer them. I can see that a viewer of ours, Petar, is saying that he sees in my eyes that my favorite is Croatia. Well, I have my my love for Croatia, but of course, as a Bulgarian, I kind of hope that we're going to have a third one here on the World Cup. But yes, I kind of like most countries currently.
Well,
And I very much respect Brazil for their competitiveness and their passion.
okay, so let me just make an announcement. Everyone, Vicky will have a Croatian t-shirt on tomorrow. That's a promise.
Okay. Um, After Mitko took care of my uh, wardrobe for tomorrow, I think we can continue uh, with a bit more interesting stuff.
Yeah, the fun.
Is it time, Mitko?
Yeah, the fun doesn't stop today. After the pleasant conversation with Nebojša, thank you Nebojša again for your input.
And
We are going to
cooperation.
show you an exclusive leaked video made by fans of World Cup, which reveals the preparations and the excitement in the Serbian national team, as well as a lot more facts about us, which we will leave for you to interpret. So, without any further ado, presenting Imperia Online Serbia 2014.
Ti mene zajebavaš ovde pred Federu 1.
Gospodine predsjedniče, sve je spremno za početak kvalifikacija za svetsko prvenstvo Imperia Online 2014. godine.
Dugo ste čekali, počnite. Ti mene zajebavaš ovde pred Federu 1.
Well, nice to meet you, Victoria Beckham.
Nice to talk to you, Mitko English. Hopefully, we are not going to lose you to Google, who wants you
Hopefully,
for.
and hopefully, hopefully, I won't get some kick like this if you're not happy with the way I talk to you in some of the shows.
Well, hopefully people understand at least. And
Yeah.
so
Nice video, by the way, guys. If you have any more of this stuff, be sure to send it to us, and we will show it. The it's just too too hilarious to pass it. I can assure you.
well, I think after we now have new names,
Yes,
that we might even get,
Miss Beckham.
yeah, we might even get them with ribbons here.
Of course, of course.
Okay, so after this, I think now it's time again for a serious topic,
Yeah.
Mitko English. We have to talk about the upcoming wave, the Nomad wave that is going to strike tomorrow. Kind of, it's not even tomorrow, by the way. We are getting a bit of since the attacks happen in intervals of 22 hours, not 24. It gets a little backwards
Yeah.
each time. So
It will
tonight,
be close to midnight.
yes, tonight it's going to be midnight server time. The
Yeah.
wave. The attack will be led by Oton,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a pillage.
Yeah.
Yet another pillage. Usually the pillages are very, very harsh on our Imperial
fun.
defenders and fun for us.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
You said it out loud.
I not only said it, I hit the microphone. Hopefully no one's headphones died. It's going to be a pillage. It will hit around midnight server time. It consists of 2,040 light spearmen, 255 light archers, and 510 light cavalry.
Yeah.
I'm
Cavalry.
sorry. I just now that you are Mitko English, I lost my my ability to speak English. So
Yes, I'm that awesome.
yes,
Thank
you are very awesome. So, do you have anything to add about the upcoming wave that's going to hit tonight? Because you usually draw
Yeah.
something
awesome.
something
Yeah.
great on our new board.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me say that Otun is the nomad general who always leads the horde to pillage. Nothing else. He never goes to siege. Yeah. He's the most brutal of the nomad generals, and his wave can be a tricky one. First of all, the pillage will attack in your fourth annexed province. Let me just write it down for you.
Go on with your
And
magical
yes,
instruments. Showtime.
fourth province.
Take
Okay.
note.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Let's show some footage from another of our deeply undisclosed
Yeah.
secret
Classified.
accounts, classified, etc. accounts. This is even an attack with coefficient. You can see the large light cavalry, which will again be a very, very, very dangerous in a field battle. So the pillage will attack in your fourth annexed province, and considering it is your weakest and your most underdeveloped province, Otton will do some damage to your population if his army is boosted and with coefficient, but it will not be a big damage. You can live with it. On the other hand, if you don't have a fourth annexed province, Otton will move to assault your previous annexed province, and there the things might get ugly, by the way, especially if you have a big population. You might lose between 12,000, 50,000, 15,000, depending on your population, on your total population, civilians, if you don't put up a fight. Otun's army is both powerful and unworthy to be fought. The huge cavalry on the flank will make your life miserable and will cause you a lot of damage. The war income will probably not compensate enough for your losses. So, Vicky, all in all, this is one very nasty wave which will make the players think and curse a lot.
And hopefully tomorrow we are going to have
A lot of
positive numbers to
Yes.
to show.
Smile faces.
Smiley faces. Yeah, train your
Happiness.
smiley faces.
Okay, of course.
Well, this is your homework for tomorrow.
They will
Draw
they will
great
get
smiley
better.
face. Yeah.
I promise.
Yes. Okay. So this is pretty much it. I think for
Yeah.
today we had some Skype talking.
Yeah.
We had some videos. Some
Hilarious videos.
in-game footage. With
We had some fun.
Yeah, we had
Of
some
course.
fun.
And hopefully we will have some fun tomorrow when Autumn burns you all, dear players. So I wish you all luck.
And tomorrow I'll be wearing the Croatian
T-shirt.
national team's
Yeah.
T-shirt. Yeah.
So good luck everyone. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.